ownership for residents and will help to boost investment and development in the region. In addition, the President will commission other roads and projects in Baringo and Nyandarua counties.
Allow us to take a short break. We'll be back.
Kisumu border. The CS is expected to update MPs on the recent clashes between communities along Kisumu-Kericho border, which have left several people dead and displaced hundreds of others. He is also expected to brief lawmakers on the progress made to end cattle rustling and killings by armed rustlers in the North Rift. The security situation in the North Rift and Kericho-Kisumu border has been volatile in recent years due to a number of factors, including land disputes, cattle rustling, and political rivalry.
In this town were not doing so because of border disputes or because of any other disputes. They were doing so because they are criminals and they have joined together with other types of criminals who want to destroy our country. We will not allow people who are hiding behind.
On to our other news. Renson Ingonga, the nominee for the position of Director of Public Prosecution, is set to be vetted by Parliament on Thursday next week. Ingonga was nominated by President William Ruto on August 17th from a list of 15 candidates who were interviewed for the position. He is currently the Assistant Director of Public Prosecutions. The vetting will be conducted by the Departmental Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs, and Kenyans have been asked to submit any written representation they may have challenging Ingonga's nomination ahead of the vetting. The vetting is a crucial step in the process of appointing the DPP, as it will allow Parliament to assess Ingonga's suitability for the position. President William Ruto announced on Wednesday that Kenya has reached agreements with global digital platforms, including YouTube, XCOM, formerly Twitter, and Facebook, to allow Kenyan youth to monetize content they create on these platforms. The president said that the agreements are part of the government's effort to create opportunities for young people and to help them turn their talents into livelihoods. He noted that the government has been engaging with the leadership of these platforms to find ways to make it easier for Kenyans to earn money from their content. The president spoke at the 95th Kenya Music Festival Winners State Concert in Nakuru County, where he also lauded the participants for their incredible performances.
To report that Twitter has also agreed, among the first countries in Kenya, to also monetize our content. Tomorrow morning, I will be speaking to the global CEO of TikTok. I know we've had a conversation as a country around TikTok and some of the challenges that are in that space. And like we have moderation capacities of the other platforms, YouTube and Twitter, tomorrow morning we are having that conversation with the global CEO of TikTok so that we can agree on a mechanism to moderate content in their space so that we can reduce the content that is negative and leverage on the monetization that is benefiting a lot more people. To report that Twitter has also agreed among the first countries in
from intestinal worms, with another 10 million are at risk of bilharzia disease. The Principal Secretary for Public Health and Professional Standards, Mary Muriuki, has said, speaking during the launch of a mass drug administration targeting intestinal worms and bilharzia in Siaya town on Wednesday, the PS said the two were part of the 16 neglected tropical diseases that were prevalent in the country, claiming numerous lives annually. He said that bilharzia and intestinal worms were present in the 27 out of 47 counties in Kenya, adding that rigorous mapping efforts by the Ministry of Health has so far mapped out of a total 15 counties.
Of neglected tropical diseases is a diverse group of diseases primarily affecting tropical and subtropical regions, and Siaya just happens to be part of that region where the tropical diseases is affecting. And the impact of these NTDs on over 2 billion people globally, the effects range from stunted growth, unakuta mtoto hata hakui venye anafaa, hindered intellectual development in infected children, to severe disability. And research findings show presence of these two NTDs in more than 27 counties in the country. And in this battle, I want to urge each one of us to keep in mind our children who are particularly vulnerable to contracting bilharzia, intestinal worms, due to their exposure to contaminated water while playing insufficient hygiene practices.
We expect to cover over 950,000, close to 1 million persons in the whole county.
Of neglected tropical diseases.
Thursday afternoon, forced to make a U-turn and return to Siaya town when angry residents of Nia Township chased them for turning up late to tackle a face blaze that razed their business premises to the ground. Following the blaze, the traders lost goods worth thousands of shillings as the fire, suspected to have started at a chips parlor, quickly spread to a nearby premises at the Basie Gear stage. Among the premises razed to the ground were a motorcycle spare shop and a video shop. According to the residents, the fire started at around 11 a.m. and their efforts to contain it were curtailed by strong winds and the close proximity of the structures.
Fire at the near main stage. I had to consult the fire brigade from Siaya. I contacted my seniors who called the fire brigade to the scene. I rushed to the scene and found that almost everything was burnt down. But I want to really thank the Nia community. Nia community, you are a strong community. Without you, we would have lost a lot. But with the teamwork they brought in, and together we had to bring the fire down. And currently, I think it's contained, and we can't ascertain how much of the property has been lost. But we really want to urge the county government that in case of such a thing in future, kindly please respond very fast, because without the Nia community, we wouldn't have managed it.
So we want to talk and to send our pleas to the government to come and give us something in return, and to what? To compensate us, because they came after 2 hours after we and the residents, we did it ourselves, claiming that there's no fuel and there's no driver actually. That is a disappointing thing to hear from Siaya County.
So wanataka kuja aje na hii moto ndio tumeshaizima. Si waache tu waende.
Fire.
Welcome back for sports news. Defending champions Cameroon were defeated 3-1 by Kenya in Yaoundé on Wednesday evening, with Malkia strikers booking their place in the Africa Women's Volleyball Championships final. The first set was a tight affair, with Cameroon edging it to 27-25. However, Kenya came out firing in the second set and won 25-14 to level the match. They then dominated the third set 25-11 to seal the victory. They will face Egypt, who beat Rwanda in their other semi-final tie.
Is good. We have been really working on it, and I'm happy that it is now working for us. You know, you could see that we have middle blockers are coordinating very well with the setter. We have now Tumba coming back, playing 3-meter line, and we have Veronica winning the most valuable player for this match. Is good. We have been really working on it.
Stars is scheduled to play 2 friendly matches in the upcoming September FIFA window in preparation for the 2026 World Cup qualifiers set to start later this year. According to Football Kenya Federation, Stars will travel to Doha to take on the Qataris on September 7th before facing South Sudan in Nairobi 5 days later. Stars has been drawn in Group F of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Seychelles, Burundi, Gambia, Gabon, and Cote d'Ivoire. The first round of matches is set to be played between 13th November and 21st November. Moi Air Base has been crowned 2023 Kenya Defence Forces Taekwondo champions after topping both in the men's category and overall performance of the 2-day event held at Moi Air Base in Nairobi. A total of 14 teams drawn from various formations, brigades and bases of the Kenya Defence Forces participated in the tournament to showcase their skills and compete in the interdepartmental games. Speaking after the final, Moi Air Base Captain Lemiso Leshau lauded his teammates for their good preparations and determination to win this year's edition. All we had for you today, our viewers. Thank you for watching Science TV. You've been with me, Catherine Govi, and my voicing interpreter, Irene Chebiot. Have a good evening and goodbye.